Good evening, Tag TV friends and family. Welcome to Phaymus Nobodii. I'm your host, Corey Homicide Williams. To my immediate left, Dewarick Spencer. To my immediate right, Jamar Young. We're sitting, and behind us is the beautiful Mediterranean. We're at a venue called Punta Del Este. The food's here amazing, and this venue is just absolutely amazing. I want to thank them for giving us this opportunity to use this venue to chill out, you know? This is our living room for the next few hours. This is our living room. And what an amazing view this is, man. You know?
Nothing like it, man.
Man, can't nobody tell me years ago I would be at Punta Del Este in Jounieh in Lebanon doing an interview, talking about the game we love with respected players on this couch. You know what I'm saying? So I thank God for the opportunity that put us here, that put me here. You know what I mean? So, you know, you just gotta appreciate it, man. You just gotta appreciate life and everything that comes its way, good or bad. That's just real rap. Two of the best shooters that ever hit Lebanon. Two of the best players that's ever hit Lebanon. They're here to talk to you. First of all, I'd like to tell you, brothers, thank you for coming to my show. What's going on, man?
Appreciate you having it, bro.
Man, B, what's good? No doubt. I've had the chance to play against these guys. I've had the chance to hang out with these guys and talk to these guys, and you know, we're here to tell each other's stories, to tell their stories, you know. So, Jamar, I'm gonna start with you first.
Why not?
Because your nickname is King Turnup. Why do they call you King Turnup?
King Turnup, it comes from living my life to the fullest, you know, having fun, being very available to the fans, and just an open-minded person. I just love the spotlight, I love having fun, but besides that, I love my life, you know. Why not?
Loving your life, right on, right on. Now, this is your first time in Lebanon?
I was here last year in January. I signed to move to here, but I had to go back to Russia.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's interesting. I had no idea that.
Yep.
So, how's your experience been so far as living in Lebanon?
Living in Lebanon, amazing. Amazing. I love Lebanon, honestly. It's kind of long. It's like the Wild Wild West with a little structure like Miami, so you can't lose either way. You got a renegade lifestyle, and it's fun. I love it.
That's what's up. A lot of people know that, you know, you were Riyadi, and the most memorable time for you, in the public's opinion, was when you went to Dubai. Talk about that tournament and how you won the championship with Riyadi, and how was that experience for you?
It was hard, more so anything. No one believed in me. So let me lay down the law now. It's raw and uncut.
This is raw and uncut, my man.
No
you got the stage.
fucking one believed in me. Not one person. They want to bring this guy in for me, back door. I know about him from France. This big homie, same agent. But oh, maybe he's not good enough. Maybe he won't pan out. So they trying to backdoor me. So therefore, when you hear this, you gotta perform. So if you have a bad game, if you have 16 and not 20. We had a horrible game. So therefore I had to perform night in, night out, night in, night out. And I didn't give my respect to the Suggest game. You know what I mean?
Which was the championship.
Well, it was the championship. When everybody, if we didn't win that game, I wouldn't have been here in reality, for sure. It'd dismiss me, hands down.
And what a fucking game that was. I think, I could be wrong, people, but I think in the history of Riyadi against Suggest, that has to be, if not the best, one of the best games ever played. I didn't watch it, but I heard about it. I was in Dubai at the time as well, playing in that tournament, but I was in the club, and people were like, man, did you see the game? I'm like, what game? They was like, yo, it went double overtime, it was crazy. How much did you have that game?
48.
And the win.
Yeah, and the win. And shout out to T-Star, he had 58. Terrell lit it up too, you know? That's my man.
I got a chance to experience that. I watched that myself, man. I had to give you props for that, man. I watched that game.
Appreciate it.
I mean, on both sides, man. Yeah. Just on both sides, man. It was one to remember.
Right.
And you got a lot of respect from me from that. I actually heard it was 50.
Yeah.
50 something that you had though. So hey, I respect the modest, you being modest, but I heard it was 50. So that goes a long way, man. And it's gonna take you far in your career.
That's what's up, man. So I know right now, you know, and talk to me after the tournament. With your experience and being on the team and all that. What happened? Were you supposed to be signed after the tournament? Was it only for the tournament? Like, how did you get to Riyadi this season as the tournament?
Man, crazy. Listen, man, I got a deep detailed story where as though my grandmother had a stroke before I got on the plane.
Sorry.
And I told my grandmother, fuck basketball. You want me to stay? I seen the fear in her eyes when we been in Baltimore City, knowing my situation, my friends, what I do. She said, go. My grandmother was so scared. I remember vividly, googly eyes, just get on the plane. So when I went, I told my mother, my cousins, everybody, my friends, I'm going to get MVP of this tournament. And they said, we know you're going to get MVP. So if no one believed them, they did. You know what I'm saying? So I was only signed for a tournament, but I knew. Last year, I told a few people here in Riyadi, we party, hang out, I'm going to be in Riyadi next year. They looked at me like I'm speaking French in fucking Spain or something, you know what I'm saying? Or speaking Ebonics to them. I'm like, I'm going to be in Riyadi. And Lord willing, it worked out my way, and I signed the contract in Riyadi. A great contract for what I wanted, what I deserved. I feel they did right by me.
Right. So I'm a hold on for you for a minute, and I want to go back to one of the best shooters, the Ray Allen of the Middle East.
Okay.
The Ray Allen of Europe.
Okay.
This man's shot. You got a good shot, but this man's shot is like this right here. Cognac.
His shit better than mine. Is his shot better than mine?
We gonna talk about that in a sec. That man's game. I went to him. I respect a lot of players, you know, but if I'm playing against you, I'm not gonna tell you how good you are or how bad you are. I saw him one night in the club. I say, yo, bro, D, your game like Hennessy. Smooth. I swear to God, yo.
That's my drink, by the way.
Straight up, swear to God. That's what I told him, you know?
Already.
D Spence, I'm glad you on the show, man. You know, your body, you're on this show because one, not only you a good dude, but your body of work. Everywhere you've went. I remember years ago I played against you in France, you know, and your body of work speaks for itself. If you played against or came across D Spencer, you already know that shit ain't gonna be no easy fucking night. That's just what it is, you know. And I'm glad you on the show. For these people,
bro, that's real.
Yeah, that's all love, you know. Like for these people who may not only know you as a ball player, where you from, man? Tell me a little bit about you, brother, because man, I don't know where you from or nothing.
Born and bred in Alabama, man. Mobile, Alabama, man.
M.O.B.
Slow place. I mean, it's a lot going on, but it's slow. You know, real southern. You know what I mean? So my morals and my values, man, they come from that. You know what I mean? You just talked about your grandmother and how she told you to come here. And in my mind, that's where I come from. And you know, like nothing like a grandmother's prayer or a mother's prayer.
Amen to that.
You know what I mean?
Amen.
And this is my background. I mean, and it's made me who I am today, man. The person I am. I try to stay humble. You know, continue to work and do what I can and just continue to do what I love, man.
Amen, man.
And at the same time, I get to travel the world to see it. You know, see a lot of things around the world, man, and I can take it back home and share it with people that may not ever get to experience anything like this. So, and it's a blessing. It's a humbling experience at the same time, but at the same time, it's a blessing, and I'm glad to be here, man.
I'm glad. Well said, brother. Well said.
Glad to be here.
What school you went to, man? Where you played at?
Arkansas State, man. A little mid-major.
Right.
You know what I mean? Had to go in and do what I had to do. I knew what I wanted. I knew what I had to do. You know, by the grace of God and a grandmother's prayer and a mother's prayer, I was able to accomplish some goals, man, that I never thought that I'd be able to see. Coming from where I come from, you know, this is like
in the million.
Yes, it's like one in a million, man. Just to get to see different cultures. You know, coming from my background and what I come from, it was tough. It was rough, man. I don't know, man. I'm glad to be here. I mean, that's like pretty much what only words that can really sum it up, man. Just glad to be here, man. We sitting behind beautiful Mediterranean Sea, man, and a lot of people will never get to experience this, man. And I just thank God for it.
Amen. Amen. Now, speaking about your background, like you said, you know, I mean, you know, I'm from the Bronx, New York. That shit is real. Like when crack hit in them 80s, fucked up Black America, period.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
Every
sir.
city got affected.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, the Bronx, one of the worst cities ever, just war zone.
Yeah.
I know this man is from Baltimore.
Yeah.
There's something in the water down there. Because that shit right there, that shit's serious. Like, be more, body more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Left any way you want it, look wrong, breathe wrong, it's over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Talk to me about the streets of your inner city.
Can I
down
say
there.
something? Can I say something?
You can say, go ahead, brother.
It's raw and uncut everywhere. And I respect the slower spots more than the guys up speed, because the slower spots, you don't think it's going on.
Yeah.
And down south, when it comes to calibers of weapons, it changes. Up north, 9s, 38s.
Right.
Down south, it's choppers.
Uh-huh.
And that's just fact of law with the streets. We don't play down south. They got trap houses. We outside.
Right.
Bandos, Chevys, and Dunks. And
All right, hold on.
I know about that.
You know. We gonna get to all of that.
Yo, man, just to be real, like he said, man, I saw all this coming up. You know, being a part of some of these things coming up. You know, it gave me a different outlook on life. You know what I mean? Like, coming up, man, a lot of my friends were getting killed. A lot of them were going to jail.
Dope fiends in the alleyway on a full court with crates.
Before I just get on the dope things, the people who are heroin addicts and cocaine addicts, they are great people. Walk into the store, they take care of you, despite their abuse of drugs.
Right.
So, but they needed this drug because their addiction.
Right.
In the alleyways, man, I mean, getting it in. You step on a nail, your foot bleeding, you fall, you scrape your knee. When you first get your first scrapes, come from the alley. If you're a true basketball player. Where we from. And I also learned you got your name. You will fight. If you don't fight, if nobody messes with you, you the king. If you fight and you lose, you gotta fight until you win. So you earn your name in the alley, then it go to the court. When the big boys off the court. You know what I mean? You can't get on the court with Shantae Rogers, Kevin Norris, and them. You're a kid. You better know your role.
Right.
So we did, because we couldn't get on the court, we played on the monkey balls. They made us mad, we threw bottles on the court. Psh, bust bottles.
Damn.
And run and get beat up. So therefore, we wanted to be on the court with them so bad, we would do anything it take. I'd get my ass whipped just to shoot a free throw on the court. You know what I mean? It's the Nets, the big boys, the dope boys, everybody.
Right.
Just have some type of acceptance.
Right.
To do anything it takes.
Bro, I don't mean to cut you off, man, but I didn't know Shantae Rogers was from BMO.
5'4", Nut Rogers?
Nut. Right.
Ask him.
Friends.
Friends.
Right.
Come on, man. Big homie. Hey, you asking about me.
Showed me a lot, bro.
You asking about me.
I'm telling you real shit, he showed me a lot, bro. Sat me down and talked to me. And he was like, look, man, I respect your game. It's like, I see a lot of potential in you. I see what I saw in myself. I didn't know where he was from, though. These are my first couple years in France.
Yeah.
Pulled me to the side, man, and took me up under his wing, bro. But that's like, that lets you know, man, how small the world is.
Yeah.
Because just out the blue, you come talking about, you know, Shantae Rogers, and I'm like, damn, I used to look up to this cat.
Yeah, man. That's
Not to cut you off. Now you see how most guys now will look up to a guy, I'm better than him. I make this, he make that, it's whatever. I come to you, despite any financial situation, and tell you.
Yeah.
Bow out to him. Man, listen, that's a man, you the shit in my eyes. I love everything about your game, I've been watching.
And that don't make you less of a man, bro.
It don't. I just all compliments. You know what they said? Oh man, I appreciate that. From that day forward, he rocked out.
Yeah, that don't make you less of a man, man.
Right.
A man that can humble himself.
Yeah.
And show his true colors and really be humble and really be sincere about it. You know, you're gonna recognize real. That's just a street code. That's outside the drugs, the dope that you're shooting, that you're smoking, whatever. That's outside of that. A genuine person, like you say, these people just have addictions.
Yeah.
But real recognize real at the same time. So I can see a genuine person when I know one when I see one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And me being so far, coming so far into what I'm doing now, for you to come say that to me, man, it just let me know that I've done something wrong, and I'm able to give you advice how Shantae gave me advice.
Right.
You understand what I mean?
Right
on.
And I want to be able to share this with people coming up, man, as much as I can. The opportunities that I get, if I'm able to share it, I want to share it. And it's just a blessing, man, to be able to give back in that way. You know what I mean? Because you can give all the money back that you want, but it ain't nothing like somebody taking you up under their wing, man, and showing you what life is really about.
And I truly, from the bottom of my heart, sincerely, I'm so grateful for y'all two. You know, I got Jeremiah here as well as an older dude that I really, my big brother. But you guys, I rap to you when I see you. It's never nothing changed. For this crazy one here, this motherfucker right here.
Hey.
I'm so appreciative for him.
You got to be though, man. You got to be. You got to respect what he do on and off the court.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like you got to respect that. You see the hustle, you see the grind mode. It just don't stop at basketball with him. You know what I mean?
It's never about basketball. We don't talk about basketball. You know what we do?
Okay. But that's the thing that you know, that genuine, that like, okay, man, this dude got something. It's more to life than basketball. Right. Basketball is just a platform. So when you're away from basketball, man, if we can talk about other things, man, like other than basketball, man, it's a plus for me.
It's a plus.
Because you come from a different era. I come from a different era. You come from a different era. And we all come from different cities too at the same time, but we are American. And we are out here. You know what I mean? So, I mean, who gonna relate to you like we are? You know what I mean?
Soul.
Nobody's gonna relate to you like we are, because we still gotta go home and feed this to people in our neighborhoods too. And I wanna be able to feed them some of the stuff that I learned from y'all. You know what I mean?
For sure.
That's just my goal. That's my goal in life, man, to just give back the best way I can.
It's a beautiful thing to wanna just motivate and inspire, because I'm gonna give you fuckers out there, and I mean that in the most loving way. We don't come from roses. We don't come from mansions. You know what I mean? A lot of people out here are in very financially stable situations. We come from where the lights might be off. We come from where there may not be no food tonight.
Weeks at a time.
You know what I'm saying? We come from like, yo, listen, there's something we may have to do, or we did, that we didn't want to do. But we're in that position with our back against the wall, and we don't want to do this. We got to do that.
No other options, man.
And for us to be here and sitting down telling our story, some of our stories, feel us, man. You know what I mean? You guys, you know, a lot of you guys may look at us like, yo, these motherfuckers are rock stars to us. You know what I mean? We appreciate all that, but believe me, we've come from humble beginnings. And I mean that in every way imaginable. You know? I don't know everybody, but I'm just everybody in the world who play ball. I'm talking about the 3 men that's sitting here. You know? And just know, man, basketball is what we love to do. It's not who we are.
Yeah.
Very important you guys know that.